Hi, welcome back. Amy Carter here. So excited to have you here for our last of the SOS Factors series. So the last one, and I actually didn't put it up here, so I will. The last one is, if you can read that, it's hard to write up and down, is stress. And the reason why is because stress induces a few hormones in our body. So we're going to talk about two different types of stress and the hormones that it stimulates in our body and what that does to us. So there are two types of stress. One is called eustress, which is a good kind of stress, believe it or not. And the other one is called distress. And you've all heard the term damsel in distress. Yes, distress is the bad stress, which means we're scared and it elicits what's called the flight or fight response, which I'm sure you've heard of. That stimulates a hormone in our body called cortisol. And cortisol gives us that burst of energy that we need, helps our body to use that energy so that when we are in fight or flight mode, we have the energy we need to get where we're going or get where we need to go and get there fast. Okay, so this kind of stress happens when we're under pressure with a deadline at work, for example. When we get hurt, or when one of our kids gets hurt, right? Or when we're worried about something. This type of stress, or also when we let somebody else's stress affect our level of stress, right? So when we become stressed because somebody else is stressed, my husband is stressed, so I'm stressed. When we allow someone to say something to us can also elicit a stressful response. So it really is all in the way that we respond to it. And what this cortisol does is it increases our insulin levels in our bodies and typically stores fat around the middle. So this is why we have, not only why women who have babies have residual weight from being pregnant, but then they also develop a muffin top, right? This pooch at the top of our belly, because we are stressed. We have lack of sleep, then we're not eating well, and so everything becomes more stressful for us because we can't function at our best selves, which is really what we want to do. And we want to do that so that we can help take care of the others that we have stewardship over, that we have to take care of, or the things that we have to accomplish that are required of us, right? Our jobs, our careers may be on the line, all because of the stress and the way that we respond to the stress. So down below, I have linked some strategies to decreasing your stress. And I want you to write down a few things that you can do on there as well. And these things are, they're usually physical, and they elicit a relaxing emotion. Okay, so usually a vacation is nice, but it does not elicit a relaxing emotion, right? It does not calm us down. It stimulates us, and stimulation is good, but overstimulation causes stress. It causes stress to our mind, it causes stress to our bodies. So we counteract that with recovery, where these two things, these physical things with a relaxing emotion, help to calm down the inflammation that the cortisol creates in our bodies, and then helps to produce, I don't know if produce is the word I'm looking for, but helps to take those neurotransmitters in our bodies, like serotonin, which helps calm us down. And typically, we experience serotonin when we are surrounded by other people that we enjoy being around. So when we build connections with people, typically strengthening relationships of people that we love, then we experience a boost of endorphins, and we can experience that serotonin. And other things like reading, sleeping, obviously, is another one. The types of foods that we eat can elicit the same response, which is often why we turn to food. Why we say we are emotional eaters, because when we're under stress, we want to experience dopamine. We want to experience a kind of sensation in our bodies, and food can really do that for us. But we don't want to turn to food every time we experience stress. So I want you to take a look at the cheat sheet that I've attached and see where what kind of things work for you, and then add other things to your list as well. So cortisol is produced when we experience distress, but when we experience eustress, it actually elicits another hormone that is much like endorphins, that gives us a high. And that can be when, like, when we get a new job, right? The stress of having a new job, but the excitement of starting something new. Going on vacation, different things during that vacation, different things during these different experiences that we're having with our family, both because we're with people that we love and because we're trying something new or something that we enjoy, can help to increase those endorphins, those good feelings in our body, and help our minds to feel more self-confident, to feel more accomplished, and to feel like that adventurous feeling in our body. And I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could be more medical than this. I am just a certified personal trainer and a nutrition coach, but I do know that these emotions and experiences elicit these hormone responses in our body, which tells our body to either use the energy during eustress or to store the energy during distress. Okay. And so we want to balance this stress in our lives, and we want to experience, we want to take the positive things from both these types of stresses so that we can actually control the way our body responds to those types of situations. Okay, and we'll talk about this more in different videos, but things like being optimistic, and problem solving and collaboration with other people. These things play a big role in how we can respond to a stressful situation and make that stress less distress and more eustress. Now, I said that distress stores energy and eustress uses energy, which is true. But cortisol, during distress, cortisol stores energy, holds on to that energy, and uses the fast energy that we need, which gives us cravings, right? We're looking for fast sources of energy, which typically involve sugar and refined carbohydrates. And this is all because of the distress that we're feeling. The eustress, on the other hand, uses energy, yes, but it uses energy in a way that is longer sustaining. It actually can tap into those energy stores that we're holding on to, because we're experiencing the endorphins. We're not looking for outside sources like refined carbohydrates, sugar, junk food, to satisfy a lack of feeling that, right? Because our levels are already high. So we're not going to eat more to increase our levels. Down here, we're feeling endorphins. Down here, we're feeling stressed, and we're feeling some really negative feelings. And so we're looking for quick boost of energy, which our body uses and then stores everything else that we eat in conjunction with that for energy at a later time, and usually we don't use that energy up. So this is why balance and stress and learning how to respond to stress is so very important. So we'll talk about that in further videos, and I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you find the cheat sheet helpful for you, and I hope to see you on the next video.